My client was expecting a check and decided to give a release before they actually received the check. The problem? The release was not conditioned on receiving the check. They gave the release and never got the check. The release made its way up to the owner, and the owner assumed it was good. Why? Because on the face of the release, it says that the money was paid. And this, my friends, is the distinction between a conditional and an unconditional release. A conditional release means that you don't have the money yet, but you will get it. An unconditional release means you actually have the money. Unless you make the release conditional, it is almost always assumed to be unconditional, as if you had the money. But most often, unless you show up to a contractor's office to pick up a check and sign the release, you're giving them the release in advance before you get the money based on the promise of a check. Maybe they scanned and emailed you a check. But what happens if you never get that check and your release is not conditioned on it? You lose your lien rights, and depending on how the release is written, you may lose rights even beyond that. So, what is the magic language? You're going to add the following to your release. You can write it by hand, you can type it in, or you can get this make me conditional stamp, and it says, this release is expressly conditioned upon the undersigned's receipt of, and you fill in the blank. You're expecting a $40,000 check, you write $40,000 in the blank. When you put that on your release and you send it along, if you never get the money, that release is no good. Want more tips like this? Join me on October 16th in Miami. We're going to do a deep dive in a masterclass talking about nothing but releases. Sign up with the link in the bio. Did you find this helpful? Share this with someone so they don't get screwed the next time they give someone a release.